back to the man's kitchen. For dinner tonight, while everyone's out, I'm going to make a beef stroganoff. Alright, before I show you the ingredient list, let's remember if we could take a brief moment and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell icon, and then follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now, with that out of the way, today we are going to make a beef stroganoff. So, for that, I've got 1.5 pounds of sirloin. I just went to the store, got a sirloin roast steak. I bought a sirloin steak that was 1.486 pounds or something. Then we've got a little more than 8 ounces of mushrooms and a large onion. So if you want to think of it, like this: onion, and then more beef than onion, and then more mushroom than beef, and you'll be fine. Okay? So that's what we've got there. Then, to make the sauce, we've got 1.5 cups of beef stock. We've also got 1.5 cups of sour cream. And we'll halvesies on that, half and half. To thicken it up, we're going to make a little roux, a little action here. We got a 1/4 cup butter, 1/4 cup flour. We're finally going to use up this dried oregano. Still going with the dehydrated garlic, trying to get this garlic powder used up. We've got some pepper, we've got some salt, and if you have watched my demi-glaze video, you might have a Ziploc baggie of demi-glaze ice cubes. So you can always pop one of these in if you want for an extra kick of flavor. Plus 3 cups egg noodles. So we're going to cook all this up. I'll show you how to do that. So we have our pan preheated and we're adding our butter, onions, and our mushrooms. There they are. And we're going to cook this down until everything looks yummy and tasty. And in order for it to be yummy and tasty, we need to add our garlic powder, our salt and pepper now, so everything gets cooked with its seasoning. The spoon's not going to hack it here, people. You're going to have to switch to a pair of tongs to get this all mixed up nice and good. But that's what we're going to do. We're just going to mix it all up nice and good. And you can see now how quick that was. Everything is basically cooked. And once you can flip it around in the pan, there's plenty of room, you know you're done. So we're going to pull out all of our stuff here, basically. We're going to pull it all out. And there's still the butter at the bottom of the pan. And you're going to add your beef next to it. There it goes. There's all the beef that we have cubed up, that sirloin, that nice delicious sirloin. And you're going to want to brown this stuff up. So we're going to add our salt and pepper to it. And we're going to start browning it. And people, I want to be honest with you. I shot this 3 months ago, before COVID. The restaurant closed down. I've been spending a lot of time at home. And I've been lazy, been very lazy and unmotivated. And now I'm back. I hope, I think. I think I found my mojo. So now I'm back, and it's funny. We opened up the restaurant for takeout a couple weeks ago. We ripped the kitchen apart. We put a new floor in while we were closed and stuff. And we're adding the garlic powder there. And it feels like, unless I'm doing a lot of stuff, I don't want to do anything. I don't know if that sounds right to you or not. So we're going to pour out all this extra liquid now, like basically some jus that's been coming out of the juice that's been coming out of the beef. We're going to save that. We're going to pour it all into our vegetables for now, so we can reserve it on the side. And yeah, I don't know. Feels like when I'm not doing anything, I don't want to do anything at all. And when I'm doing stuff, I want to be doing everything. So we're going to add our beef stock into the mix right now. And we saved a little bit of beef stock, and we're going to pour the flour in there and mix it up. So this method is commonly called a Chicago roux, where you use flour and water instead of flour and fat. But there is fat in the mix, and it is the right ratio of half and half from the butter. But I am using the flour, the stock, to basically try and not be lumpy. And the butter is mixed right now. There's some butter in the that stuck to the vegetables. There's some butter left in the pan there. There's a lot of butter I poured out with that jus. So this is a good way to incorporate it all. Try and mix it up without being lumpy. And then when we put it all back together, that'll give the fat a chance to mix. So I threw in one of my au jus cubes I alluded to earlier, and we're going to put everything back in there and mix it up the best you can. This does just barely fit in your pan. Put a lid on it, and I simmered that for about the time it took for the egg noodles to cook. I think that's my arm just setting a timer on the microwave, and I dropped the noodles in the water. And the time it took those noodles to cook is about how long I simmered it for. And this is going to be really hot now. And a good way to cool it down so you can actually just eat it right away is now this is when you add the cold sour cream. And that's going to drop the temperature in the pan to the point where you can eat it. And it's going to give it that creaminess that this dish is famous for. So if you wanted to put red wine in here, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong and say, well, now you're making a beef bourguignon. Stroganoff doesn't get wine. Do whatever you want. I consider the big difference to be the sour cream, but who am I to tell you what to do? So just put your noodles on your plate and then just pour that beautiful stroganoff all over. And I can tell you, we ate this that night, and I had just enough left over for lunch the next day, and it was delicious the next day. And here you know what, apparently when I shot this, I forgot to turn the mic on for my final tasting. And what I'm going to tell you is we made this dish 2 or 3 more times since then, and I did not alter my method once. I hit it spot on the first time. I wouldn't change a thing. And I'm glad to be back sitting in the chair doing a voiceover on my video. This is the second time I've done it because it's been 3 months. I had no idea what I was doing, and I already did this once while the mic was muted. So I'm hoping the audio sticks this time, and I don't have to do a take 3, because I think on this video I did 3 takes of eating it. I think that was like my 3rd time fixing the plate up because the mic wasn't plugged in, and the mic wasn't on, and then the 3rd time I'm like, oh, the battery was dead, and I think I said screw it, and I just went right into the, thought I'd just cover it in the voiceover. So that's what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm back. You have yourself a great week. I hope everybody stayed safe and continues to stay safe, and we'll see you next week in the man's kitchen.